the tips, generally relating it to my own personal experience, is that I was dedicated. I was focused, and I have passion for the language. And I believe that anything I want to do, I can do it and I can achieve it.
Hi everyone, welcome to LangVlog with Khadijat, and I'm still your girl Khadijat. So this week, Sarah is going to be sharing tips to learning a foreign language like Chinese. But before we delve into that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also on your notification bell so that anytime I upload my videos, you will be notified. Thank you very much. So in today's video, Sarah will be sharing tips to learning a foreign language like Chinese, relating it from her own personal experience. So Sarah she's a Chinese teacher. She teaches people how to speak the Chinese language. Also, she produces content that relates to the Chinese language. Also, she's the author of a Chinese book, which I will be talking about later. So let's delve into this. Bye.
Hi guys. Okay, so I've been asked a question on tips in learning Chinese language, and I should relate it with my own personal experience. Okay, so my name is Sarah. For those who doesn't know me, I'm a Chinese language tutor, Chinese language translator, a content creator, and a book author of Easy Chinese for English speakers. Back to the question on tips in learning Chinese language and relating it to my own personal experience. First of all, I've heard people say, oh, I want to learn Chinese language, but it's too difficult. But I'm going to say something. Is there any good thing for someone to achieve that is not difficult? No. If it's too easy, then it's suspicious. But still, even if it is difficult, it is achievable. So I think that should be the focus, not how complex it is. Once you know that you can actually achieve it and you have interest in learning the language, trust me, you are going to learn it and you are going to do great. So this was my own first decision that, okay, yes, this language, I am interested in learning this language, Chinese language, and no matter what, there's not going to be anything to stop me. I'm unstoppable. So that was my own first conviction, because I knew that I'm going to learn this language. Either it's difficult or not, I didn't even know what I'm going to meet, or the obstacles I'm going to meet, the challenges I'm going to encounter. But I just went ahead because I had interest in learning the language. That was at the beginning. And when I started learning the language, I had some challenges, yes, that I'm not going to lie about. But the focus and the interest that I started with kept me going. And I also encouraged myself because I was also looking at the benefits that are in learning the language, because I know that, okay, this kind of language, yeah, we have like more than 1.2 billion people who are the Chinese citizens themselves who speak this language. Then aside that, I know that we have other countries who speak this language. Like if I decide to travel to Singapore tomorrow, I decide to travel to Taiwan tomorrow, I decide to travel to Canada tomorrow, I decide to travel to United Kingdom tomorrow, my Chinese is still going to be valuable. In fact, very, very valuable, because there are Chinese people everywhere. And the more country that you even go that there are lesser people who can speak the language, the more valuable you are. So I found out that the language is a universal language, a language that is appreciated in every country, and it's not going to be a waste for me to learn it. So all those kept me going, and because I know what I was about to achieve. And trust me, it's really worth it, because if you are from where I am, that's Nigeria, from this part of the world, even though I know it's everywhere in the world, yeah, unemployment rate is high, especially in Nigeria. And since I graduated from the university, I think I only looked for job once. And then it was I was after I got the employment, and it wasn't worth it. But since then, I stopped looking for a job. The reason why I started looking for a job was because after my graduation from the university, because yeah, I studied in University of Lagos and also went to China to study. When I go back to Nigeria, I know that yes, I've studied a language, a Chinese language, and but I did not know the value of what I have. So I went ahead looking for a job like every other person. But after the first job, and I realized that this is not what I want. So I sat back and I like, okay, the language you study, what is the value? I went online, I saw things I could do with it. And trust me, since then, after 2019, I graduated from the university, I've stopped looking for a job. Job is the one looking for me. Yes, so many. In fact, I even reject some offers, like because I can't do everything. Then after then, I have been able to have a company of my own, Chinese with Sarah Hub, a registered company where we teach Chinese language with the easiest method. I've been able to write a book about learning Chinese language. I have so many students I teach. I teach part-time in schools, yeah, well-renowned schools, and trust me, it's I have my own time to myself. So assuming I looked at the challenges I faced when I was when I first started the course, and I just like, okay, I'm gonna give up or something like that. I looked at it, I looked back at it like, what will I be doing now? Because most people I know that we graduated together from other departments, most of them are looking for jobs, and some of them, yes, some people are doing great, but trust me, it's not like that for many people I know. Yeah. So I can't imagine going to look for jobs, sending CV up and down, and how HR in this country are. We get back to you and they'll never get back to you. So I just like, okay, this is amazing. I've even given so many people jobs. So many people who I know that understand Chinese as well. I've given them jobs because I couldn't do everything, like translation job. I'm not so interested in that. I prefer to teach. Yeah. So because that's where my own passion is. So I'm gonna tell people the tips, generally relating it to my own personal experience, is that I was dedicated. I was focused, and I have passion for the language, and I believe that anything I want to do, I can do it, and I can achieve anything I want to achieve. So I believe Chinese language is achievable, and that's what kept me going. And I was also looking at the promise there. I was looking at the advantages that I'm going to have after studying the language. So, and trust me, today I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and making money and having your own time to yourself as well is a big blessing. And another thing is that learning Chinese language is a language that makes you to focus in anything you are doing, because it requires a lot of concentration. So I realized that I've been able to concentrate more in any other thing aside the language aspect. I've been able to concentrate more in achieving so many things in anything I want to do. I'm more concentrated, I'm more focused, because it has adjusted my mentality and my brain to be structured in a particular way. And I also noticed that with every other people who study languages, especially Chinese language, for example, because Chinese language has characters where you write like you are drawing and all. You need to focus. So, and trust me, before you see someone who can speak language like that, yeah, even though it's considered as the most difficult, second most difficult language in the world, yeah, for someone to be able to speak that language and speak it fluently, you should know that person is a very dedicated person. And trust me, if I'm to say, okay, I want to work somewhere today, and I tell them, oh, Chinese language in your CV, that shows I'm a very dedicated person, and I'm going to be a plus to their company. So it's going to be a plus for them to actually employ me. So that's all I want to say for now. So if you have actually made the decision of adding Chinese language to your career, you just made a great and right choice. So go ahead, don't give up. You're going to be fine at last. Okay? You have the best teacher. Easy Chinese for English speakers. Yes, that book also is going to help you. Thank you for watching. See you next time. You can drop your any other question you have down in the comment section. Bye. 再见你们，谢谢大家。
So we're back. I hope you gained something from that session. So one of those things that I learned is that nothing vital comes too easy to achieve. I mean, if you want to learn a language like Chinese or learn any language, it is not like a very easy feat, but it is achievable. It's achievable. It's not a very easy journey, but it is definitely achievable, and it is worth striving for. Another thing I learned is that it was Sarah's focus and interest in Chinese that kept her going, which is one of the reasons why we need to have like a tangible objective connected to anything we find ourselves doing. And lastly, I learned that one of those valuable assets that one can have is the knowledge of a language. Is one of the valuable assets that we can have. So I hope you gained something from that session. So if you want to connect with Sarah, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Chinese with Sarah. Also, you can connect with her on Instagram, on our Instagram account, which is at Chinese with Sarah _ So if you want to get our book, which is Easy Chinese for English speakers, if you want to get our book, I'm gonna leave the description in the information related to getting the book in this video description, so you can connect with Sarah. So thank you very much for listening to that session. I hope you gained something from it. So if you are just joining me for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also on your notification bell, so that anytime I upload my video, you will be notified. So thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.